Guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be doing this really pretty smoky look using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe x Jaclyn Hill Vault palette. This is in Armed and Gorgeous, which is the really pretty neutral palette with that really pretty olive green color, or moss green as you want to say. It's actually one of my favorite palettes at the moment, like from the whole three palettes that I've tried. This has been the most easiest to blend, non-patchy. Well, actually the other ones weren't patchy, like they just were dry. Like they just felt dry when I was blending it out, if it made sense. But if you want to learn how to get this really pretty look, then please keep on watching. Alrighty, so first we're going to start by priming out. So first we're going to start off by priming our eyelids. I'm going to be using my soft ochre from MAC Cosmetics. And just apply it. I feel like I go through this in every single video. Do you guys get bored of seeing the same first couple steps? Because let me know and I'll just like not include them. Because I mean, I like to include them just because I feel like I like to be very informative. That's why my tutorials are a little bit longer, because I don't like to cut a lot of things out. And I did one time, and I think I like made it a little bit choppy, not on purpose, but I wanted my videos to be like shorter in length, because I always feel like every video I upload is like at least like 20 minutes. So I was like, okay, let me just cut them shorter. Like I don't need to have them, you guys see me like blend for like 15 minutes. And then I don't know if you guys like that or not. I just got feedback saying it was choppy, which I could see where that was coming from, so I totally understand that. But let me know, like, do you guys like that I leave a lot of the clips in, or would you like not have me leave them in? I like sometimes in my videos I'll just put me like applying shadow to one eye, and then next eye I'll cut that clip off to just avoid having it to be too long. But I'm definitely open to feedback, so please let me know, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and set the soft ochre paint pot with my Hourglass translucent veil. Took the little top off of it, and I got a new one during the sale, so I'm so excited to use that. And this is my Luxie 233, so I'm just going to go ahead and set my paint pot. Also, whatever's left, just setting my brows as well, per usual. And today we are on my third video using the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill The Vault palette. Today we're going to be using Armed and Gorgeous. So this is the more orangey neutral shade with that one really pretty olive green. I think I want to use that on my lower lash line today. So I'm extremely excited actually, because this is a really pretty palette. Like all the palettes are really pretty, so okay, I'm actually going to make this like a more neutral eye, and then I want to like add the green on the bottom, I feel like a pop-up color. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take my Morphe M504, and I'm going to be taking this color right here, this yellow, kind of like yellow mustard color, in the name Access. Go ahead and pop that, start from the center or the middle, sorry, and then start blending it out. Yellow actually. It's actually a really pretty color, and it's like blending out really nicely too. Moving on to the next shade, I'm just going to stop the excess color right here because I do like that little pop of yellow. I'm going to go in with Secure, this color right here, this kind of like burnt orange color, like a deeper burnt orange color. I'm going to go in with my Morphe R37, and I'm just going to apply this to the outer corners. That's really pretty. These shadows are actually blending in like a lot more easily than the other two palettes. I feel like these don't feel kind of like as dry. Like that's really pretty. And then I really wanted to focus at Secure like also in the inner corners a little bit, just to give that a little bit of definition. I'm not going to be doing a half cut crease today, but I still want to make that like you will still be able to see the depth of this shadow. I'm going to go back with my Morphe M504 with no additional product, and I'm just going to blend out to like soften up the edges and everything. And then I'm going to go in with my Morphe M441. Go in with this color Agent right here, which is this like orangey color. It's a little bit deeper in shade than the Secure color. This one is more like brownish orange and this one is more like orangey kind of. So I'm going to go in with that, and I'm also just going to deepen the, leave that in the outer corner as well just to deepen this up. And I don't know if this will actually like add additional depth. It just looks, actually it does look a little bit deeper in the outer corners. I just want to make sure you guys see it, you know. Gonna like blend out, because you guys all know that I like that winged eye look. I don't like to use eyeliner, so I just like to like wing my shadow out. It just helps with elongating my eye shape because I have like a more almond eye shape. So now we're going to add a little bit of brown in here. I'm going to go in with the color Smooth Criminal, which is like a brown color, obviously, and with my Bdellium Tools 776. I'm going to go ahead and deepen this up. Actually, I'm going to use a different brush. Don't know if it's my Bdellium Tools brush, which is why I'm going to switch my brushes, because I don't know if you can see. I think you can. Like, it left like this little like very dark line here that I'm going to try to blend out. This is the Morphe R39. I think I just need to clean my eye brushes. I've been like spot cleaning them, but I really just need to like deep clean them, to be honest. Okay, it doesn't look like it's going away. Like, I see it in the viewfinder, like right here. So I'm just going to move to the next eye and hoping that won't do the same thing. It doesn't look like it's doing that thing on this eye, which is good. So I don't know if it's like just my brush that needs to be cleaned, or I don't know. I'm always bringing the shadow into my inner corner just so it gives me some depth, you know? I'm going to go ahead and take my Morphe R37, which I used Secure with. I'm going to take a little bit more of that, and I'm just going to blend out the harsh lines. I'm trying not to get the palette into the frame because it kind of like defocuses. It will focus on the palette instead of me, so I do apologize. Alright, so I think I'm going to move on to the eye color. I'm going to move on to the lid shade, and I want to use this shade right here called Guilt Trip, which is a really pretty golden color. Like a light golden color, light golden yellow. So I'm first going to take my finger to apply this. This color is really smooth, and it looks like this. It's like a bright yellow. I'm just... oh, that's pigmented. Just going to apply it straight on like that. Wow, that is like really pretty. That would be a really pretty like, it would be a really pretty like halo eye look to do. So that's something I want to do next. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Dose of Colors concealer brush, and I'm going to take some on my brush. A little bit of Fix Plus. This already with my finger is without Fix Plus, but I want to amplify this. So I'm going to take some Fix Plus, and I'm going to go ahead and apply it on there. Wow, you guys, that is so pretty. I'm going to do the same for my left eye. So pretty. Okay, I kind of applied it a little too much on the outer corner. So I'm going to go ahead and go back in with Smooth Criminal right here, and I'm going to take my R39 again. And just like kind of blend that. Go in with my Lexi 229 Tapered Blending. I'm going to blend Guilt Trip out. So I'm not cutting the crease like I said, so I'm just going to blend it out so it's more smooth. I'm not doing a cut crease just because I know like every day, I personally don't do a cut crease every day. So I thought that I'd just do like a regular eye look today. Kind of smoky, kind of dramatic, but you know, if you want to do a cut crease, you can. It's obviously it's personal preference, but I want to make it, I want to show you guys that like obviously these palettes are very versatile and what they can do and how they perform. So that's why. Because I know I already did 2 cut creases and that might be a little much because I know some people don't like cut creases. And yeah. And I do see that while I'm blending it out, the color is like fading and it's not as bright as it was. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reapply that with my pencil brush, not pencil brush, my Dose of Colors concealer brush. So I want to kind of like deepen this up a little bit. I want to make them a little bit more dramatic. So I'm going to be taking Prowl, this deep brown right here. This is the deepest shade in the palette. I'm going to be taking my R39. Taking a little bit first and blend in this small, starting with small circular motions. I'm just going to blend. So I'm going to step away from the eyes and then we can move on to the face. I feel like this right now is what I like. I currently do like the state of my eye look. We could obviously deepen this up when we have lashes on and we feel like we need it a little more dramatic, but I like how this looks, so let's move on to the base. So the foundation I'm going to be using today is my Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation in the shade 2.20, and because it's a little bit lighter, I'm going to add a little bit of my Drunk Elephant D-Bronzi Anti-Pollution Serum, Sunshine Serum, which is like just a bronzy kind of lotion, just to add a little bit of, just to give me a little bit more color. So I'm going to unlock this thing. And I just like to like stand it up and like press down the product just to make sure not all the product will like get into that little center over there. And I've actually been, I think I've talked about this before in a video, I'm not quite sure, but I really like the Drunk Elephant D-Bronzi. I just put like 1 pump, maybe a little bit more. Because I feel like this just adds a little bit of more color to my face, and if I have like, my skin is not doing so well at the moment, but when it is and I don't have like all these imperfections, I just like to put it over top, and then like I don't really need to wear a lot of face makeup because this kind of makes your skin look very beautiful. It does have a little bit of shimmer in it too. I take my ColourPop flat shader brush and I'm just going to mix it in using the little thing. It's like a foundation concoction. So I have that on for now, and I'm going to go ahead and just use my Beauty Blender and blend it out. Now to cover the most problematic part of my face, which is my forehead. It's gone a lot better, but I think I'm just stressed, so it's not leaving, unfortunately. I like picked at this pimple right here, so it's like scabbing. So I'm going to take my Morphe E28 and I'm just going to blend out the foundation like that's right here, just to make sure it blends in with my shadow. So now we're going to move on to concealer. I'm going to be taking my NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in Ginger. I do have Macadamia still, but I feel like I like the shade of Ginger a little bit more than Macadamia over time, so I did buy Ginger, so I'm going to use that because it's my favorite. I'm going to go ahead and just correct my darkness under my eyes. I'm going to go ahead and blend. I'm going to be going ahead and using my KKW Beauty Concealer in number 5. This is more of a yellow shade, so I'm going to see if I need to mix any of my other concealer in it. I've used this like once before. It's maybe a little bit too yellow on here. So I'm just going to use that under my eyes because I don't want the rest of my face to look too yellow. And I'm going to be taking my Tarte Shape Tape in light neutral for the rest of my face. going to apply a little bit. And I actually like really do like the KKW concealer. I haven't used it in other videos because I can't find the correct color. Like 5 is a little bit too yellow, and then I got 2, I think, and that was too like pink under my eyes. So I do like the concealer, and it is like it's actually like really good, but I just can't find a good color. I feel like Kim needs to add more color to the range in the video because obviously the color doesn't look good under my eyes, and I wanted to use it because I did pay for it, so I guess like I can mix it in with other things, and it just blends. I know I mixed it with Shape Tape, but it just blends in very nicely. It like fills in all like the pores and everything. It just looks very nice. I'm gonna take my very clean beauty blender, my other one. I'm just gonna blend out anything. And I just pick up like excess product under my eyes. Sorry, I keep forgetting that like my palette is like always in the way. I'm going to be taking my Hourglass translucent mineral veil, and I'm going to go ahead and bake under my eyes. Like, clean up, make sure no creases. So I'm going to let this set under my eyes, and then I'll be right back. Let the powder sit in under my eyes for a little bit. So now I'm going to be taking my MAC MSF, Mineralize Skinfinish Natural in Light Plus. I'm just going to dust it off using my Morphe E48. And pat off the Hourglass one. Going in with my Morphe E3, I'm just going to take some Mineralize Skinfinish Natural and buff. I'm going to bronze up my face now using my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Matte Bronzer. I'm going to be taking my Morphe, what number is this? M551, that paddle brush. I have yet to finish, even though I hit pan on it so long ago. It's so hard to get product like when it's like gone from the middle, so I just try not to use it as much because it's hard to get the product out. Love the smell. Alright. I'm gonna go in with my MAC 109, and we're gonna apply some contour. I'm gonna take my NYX Highlight and Contour palette, a little bit of each color, and we're just going to, because I went a little bit too overboard, I'm going to be taking my Morphe E1. I'm just going to buff it out. I'm going to go back with my Hourglass powder. I'm just going to carve out that contour. So in the meantime, while I let this bake on my face, I'm going to be using mascara, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat Lashes, and then I'm going to tightline using my Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Pencil in Earthquake. And maybe if I'm feeling bold enough, because I have like this really bright yellow golden shadow, I might use this color, the same Marc Jacobs Highliner. This is the color in the buff. It's like a really light color to like open up my eyes. So I'm going to apply that, and then I'll be right back. House of Lashes Radiant, one of my really favorite ones from House of Lashes. Like, they're like double stacked, I believe, and they're dramatic. I just love them. Also, just recently got the Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat Lashes, and I love them. I applied lashes because I just like how my look looks with lashes. I like how it completes it, but it's so amazing. Like, I didn't even have to curl my lashes, and I just applied them. I don't know if this is waterproof, actually, and it like curled my lashes, and it like made them long, so I love it. And I think I'm going to use my bottom lashes. That I was going to use in the buff of my waterline. I actually didn't like how that looked, so I just applied Earthquake, a little bit of it, and smoked it on my lower lashes. And now we're going to go ahead and apply some eyeshadow on the lower lash line. Taking Top Secret right here, that green color, using my Morphe M432. Anyone else also wear contacts and end up getting like everything on them? Like, I swear, all I see is like powder. That's actually really pretty. I feel like you can't really see that it's like olive green, like a moss green, olive green, because I'm kind of further away and it's like not as bright. I don't know. Let me know. But I like it. It's cute. Set my brows. I'm using my Benefit Gimmie Brow. I just like to fluff my brows up. Actually apply some Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. I want to take, I don't even know what it's called actually. Taking my powder brush, the Morphe E3, I'm just going to like swipe all three. Dust a little bit of the excess off and apply that like all over, like lightly, like just sweep it all over my face, because I like how the Hourglass Ambient Powder just gives me like a glow from within, and it's just like not chunky and also doesn't emphasize anything. I'm just gonna lightly like dust that all over my face. This Rihanna MAC blush that I got like a long time ago. This is Bad Girl Gone Good. It's a satin blush, just like a very orangey color. Taking the Dose of Colors powder blush brush, just taking a little bit. Light my face, taking the Dose of Colors and Iluvsarahii Soulmate highlighter. Taking my Morphe M438. Just going to like look. Also taking my Lexi 223 short shader, just like a very small shader brush, and I'm gonna use that to apply my Cupid's bow. Nice. I'm gonna take my Morphe E36, and I'm gonna be taking that color VIP right here, that white, stark white color. I'm going to highlight my inner corners just a little bit. I don't want it like too white because I feel like that's just gonna make the look weird, but I do want to use it just a little bit. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and set my face using my MAC Fix Plus. I'm going to go ahead and apply some lip products. I did apply some mascara to my lower lashes. I just used the Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat Lashes and they made them look so amazing. So I'm like really excited about this mascara. I'm going to take my Jouer Longwear Lip Liner in the color Fawn, I believe it is. Yeah. It's a really pretty like brown nude color, and I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. I'm going to go in with Peach Stock from MAC, like a nude brown lipstick. It's a matte finish. And I'm going to take a little bit of Yash, also from MAC, which is kind of like a more browny nude. I'm just going to apply that in the center, and then I'm going to take my lip liner from Jouer once more to kind of like define the lips. So this is actually the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this really pretty golden smoky eye and some very like highlighted and illuminated skin. My final thoughts on this palette, I actually really like this palette. I think it is one of my favorites so far. I didn't find that there was a problem with like it like blending out or patchy or any dryness. However, for Guilt Trip, right? Yeah, Guilt Trip, when I was blending it out using my Lexi brush, it did kind of like go away, like blend away faster, so I had to reapply it a couple times, which is fine. It is a shimmery color, but it did apply very beautifully when I used my ring finger to apply it, so that's really but I do like, I think this is like one of my favorite palettes by far from the Vault collection, and I do like the color scheme. I do wish that the other two palettes that I was using prior wasn't as dry, but this is like a lot, they just weren't as dry and they blend out very easy. And then I did have that like spot where it like kind of, it didn't pick up, but it looked deeper than the rest of the eye look, but I think that's a problem with my brush, because when I switched it, it didn't happen on the other side, so I can't tell. I'm pretty sure my brush was the problem, but I'm like not completely sure because it didn't happen on the other side. But nonetheless, I do like this palette, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one.